Good evening, everybody, or good morning, everybody, and welcome to Back to the Brevard Sports Network. We apologize for those who are tuning in. We were trying to 8U game in the second half was running clock, and we didn't feel right putting on the production we were based on the camera angles, and it wasn't worth putting out. And that is on our part. We sincerely apologize. I think I've gotten this figured out now where we can at least get you all the game shown in its entirety. Caleb Brown along with
Jack Grimison here.
Jack Grimison, and thank you guys for cooperating and putting up with everything that happened technically here. You ran in some cross-country earlier today. We'll talk about that a little later on. Here we go. We got the 10U game, the Astronaut War Eagles taking on the Satellite Beach Scorpions. Set to do the kicking duties for the Astronaut War Eagles is number 2.
That's going to be Jace Bowling. That won't.
I'll say these are the jersey numbers.
Tyler Minch.
Tyler Mitch set to do the kicking duties for the 10U. This is the first age division in which you do get kicking. And here we go.
Third game of the day.
Jackson brought you the 6U game. I brought part of 8U. Now we're on to 10U. Mitch checks his lines.
Short.
Touch by a Scorpion. And it's Astronaut War Eagle ball. The Astronaut War Eagles get down there and get hands on it. I believe number 10.
Owen Spencer is going to be the one who recovers that.
Owen Spencer recovers the fumble. I'll give numbers. You can give names because right now I'm just worried about this camera.
Well, that's a good way to start the game off for the Astronaut War Eagles. Getting a lucky bounce off the Scorpions.
Sometimes that's what you need. You need a little luck. Sometimes you need a little luck to go your way to start out the game. And we'll see. I believe Mitch might be the quarterback. Nope, it's going to be number 13 for the War Eagles.
Number 13 is going to be Trainer Johnson.
All right, Johnson in the gun.
It's going to be Mitch taking the snap.
Oh, okay, so Mitch is the quarterback. He's going to call his own number. And making some moves, spinning left and right. Finally taken down after picking up a nice gain of about 7-8 yards on the play. It's going to bring up second down and about 4. They're going to give him 6 yards on the play. They'll say that's what he picked up. So, 2nd and 4, Mitch in the gun. There's a snap, and flags will blow this play dead. It's going to be a false start on the War Eagles. And so now that'll back up the offense 5 yards. Was about 2nd and 4, so to make it about second and 9 for the War Eagles of Astronaut.
Mitch is back in that shotgun. Looks like they're going to be running a lot of plays out of there. Hands it off to 13.
And he's got a wide open hole. Number 13 still sliding through that defense before being wrapped up.
Trainer Johnson, he looks like he's got some speed on him, especially for this age group in the 10U division. U10, I'm sorry.
You can say 10U. Johnson with a huge run, giving the War Eagles their first down of the game. Mitch is going to call his own number, cuts back inside, cuts back to the left side, makes a man miss down the sideline. He's going to waltz his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Astronaut.
Looks like Mitch has a really good combination of size and speed to really dominate this age group just off that first drive alone.
That he does. Mitch did an excellent job. He originally was running there to that right side, hit the cutback lane, made a man miss, and once he made that man miss, there was no one that was going to catch him down the sideline. Mitch doing an excellent job providing a spark for the offense and getting the Astronaut War Eagles on the board. Now, we can only get part of the end zone, and I apologize for that. There's the handoff to Johnson, and Johnson will get into the end zone for the point after. Remember, it's Pop Warner rules, so you runner pass for 1, you kick for 2, and the War Eagles with 7:48 left to go here in the first quarter. The War Eagles take their first drive, stealing a possession and putting points on the board. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsor, KW Elite Realty, Kelly McCain. Information is at the bottom of your screen. We'd also like to thank Zone 6 and Coach Lovicher Jones.
Well, the Scorpions kick return team are really going to be hoping to
just recover the ball here.
Seriously.
And again, 10U, you teach them be football ready, hands out, ready to jump on the ball. If you can't pick it up, just jump on it, fall on it. Let your offense come out and do work. And that one went 10 yards. No, it did not. It did not go 10 yards.
Looked like the War Eagle touched it a little early to me.
All right, so if that's the case, if I missed that, that will be Scorpion ball. Scorpions have the choice to either make them back it up and re-kick it, or they take it from right there. And it looks like the Scorpions said, nope, we'll just take the ball where it lies. Go ahead and set it down, Mr. Official. And it will be set down on the Astronaut War Eagle 49-yard line. 7.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Try to get the quarterback's number for everyone. I believe it's number 1 for Scorpions.
Number 1, Kyler Dyer.
Kyler Dyer
like
enforces the hard count, but who moved first?
Looks like encroachment.
Encroachment on the defense. You know what? You take yards any way you can get them. If you can get a free 5, get a free 5 yards to start the drive, that is exactly. He'll take that all day, every day. Twice, even on Sunday.
If you're on the offense, you love a 1st and 5 to kick off your drive.
Because, again, then everything in the playbook opens up. Mm-hmm. You're not committed to just one set of plays. First and 5, everything is available to you. Calls for the snap. Hands off to his back. That's going to be number two, cutting near side. And that Astronaut War Eagle defense in there. First on the scene was number 7 for the War Eagles.
And number 2 is going to be Ronald Senti for the Scorpions.
Ronald Senti was the ball carrier. Number 7 for the Astronaut War Eagles.
Number 7 on the tackle, Jace Bowling.
Jace Bowling was the first one to greet Mr. Senti in the backfield and say, let me escort you to the ground. It's going to bring up should be 2nd or 3rd down, right?
False start on the Scorpions on that one.
Should be 2nd down. Yeah, it's 2nd down. The yard marker has not flipped the card.
There he goes.
Haha. Yeah. Quarterback's name again?
Number 1, Kyler Dyer in the backfield.
All right. Dyer calls for the snap. 2 backs in the backfield. He's going to give it to Senti. Senti. What a tackle in the backfield coming up from that safety position. That was number 5 on the tackle for the War Eagles.
Number 5, Terrence Williams with a good tackle there.
Terrence Williams flies up from the safety position, comes in and makes the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And I'll tell you what, the War Eagles are coming out on fire right now. That'll be another loss of another 3 yards. So it'll be about 3rd down, close to 16. There's the snap, drops back. And there's a couple of sacks.
I saw number 47 get to him first. That's going to be Cameron Hassel.
Cameron Hassel with an excellent job getting there first. He'll get credited with the sack. And it's going to bring up 4th down and a trip back to Astronaut to pick up a 1st down. There's the handoff there, number 87. Making a couple moves. Finally wrapped up in the backfield. That was, I think, 27. That was 87 on the tackle.
87, Jaden Menino. And then 87, Adam Vaknin on the tackle.
Adam Vaknin on the run, and you said Aiden Menino, correct?
Jaden Menino.
Jaden Menino.
Running the ball there.
So, great play by the Astronaut defense, and now we'll get to see the Astronaut offense get to work. Again, with another short field situation. And if you're an offense, this is what you love. You love that short field situation. You love that.
You love having a short field.
Oh,
I mean, it's short. What can we say? It's easier for them to score. It's what they want.
Well, and I'll say this, Mitch, the quarterback, Mr. Mitch for the War Eagles, is absolutely a heck of an athlete back there. Tyler Mitch. Mitch he's going to call his own number and run right through the hole. Great tackle there made by the back who came up, made the play. It'll be a gain of about 5 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 5 for the Astronaut War Eagles. Coming up with 3:17 left to play here in the first quarter.
I like what this O-line's doing for the War Eagles, opening up gaps.
Now he's going to hand off there to Johnson. Johnson cutting to the outside, and great job on the angle there. Let me see if he turns around. I'll give him his credit.
34.
Number 34 was on the tackle.
Tyler Stewart.
Tyler Stewart did a good job, took a good angle towards the running, towards Johnson, and cut Johnson down, keeping it to a minimum of about 2 or 3 yards on that carry. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. And going to be encroachment on the defense. That'll be 5 yards. And that might just be enough for an Astronaut War Eagle 1st down. Yes, it will be. Astronaut picks up a 1st down on the penalty using the hard count and getting Satellite to jump.
Well, in this 10-year age range, it's really when they're starting to use the hard count a little more and can get tricky for these defenders.
And Minch is going to call his own number. He gets to the outside. He's going to get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Astronaut. Again, folks, I do apologize. The window that we're at doesn't makes it a little difficult to see that corner of the end zone. There we go. That's about the best shot we can get you of the end zone. Mitch going to hand off to Johnson. And he'll get in 4-1. So with 1:51 left to go here in the first quarter, the Astronaut War Eagles, a beneficiary of their defense giving them great field position on their second drive, now extend the lead 14-0 over Satellite Beach. Again, their first touchdown was set up by an inadvertent onside kick. It was a little squib kick. It hit a Satellite Beach player in the knee. Once it touches the opposing player, that's a live ball.
And that second kickoff was very close to being recovered by them as well if War Eagle hadn't touched it before the 50-yard line. But
I'll tell you what, this War Eagles team, you can tell they got speed. They have speed all over the field, and that is a huge beneficiary if you have guys that not only have speed but know where to go.
Mm-hmm. Especially in this age group. Speed's hard to come by.
And they tried the old Pat McAfee type of onside kick where kicker kicks it and tries to jump on it. However, did not go 10 yards. Ball must travel 10 yards before the kicking team can place hands on it. So, still, short field position now for Satellite Beach. Can they capitalize on a great opportunity?
Really looked like the ball just got stuck right in the grass there. Maybe, the grass is still a little wet from all the rain that we've been getting over these past few days.
Absolutely.
About 1:45 left to go in the first quarter with this 1st and 10 coming up.
There's the snap, hands off on a little jet motion, and beautiful ankle tackle. I believe that was number 13 that's Johnson. The running back comes in and makes the ankle tackle.
Playing both sides of the ball, being a big factor. That's what you like to see. I think it was 25 on the run there. Abel Peoples coming in on that jet sweep.
I believe I saw a lot of him last year playing for 8U. There's the snap and goes right through the quarterback's hands. Tried to leave without the football, but I believe the quarterback will fall on it. Number 1.
That got stripped by number 47 for the War Eagles, Cameron Hassel, once again making that play on that edge.
If anyone's watching, it could be just coincidence. Astronaut, the last name Hassel. Any particular relation to the Hassel family? Again, people can chime in the comments. We'll look at the comments periodically. Keep an eye. Yeah. Keep an eye on the broadcast for me. Oh, you don't got data? All right.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 14-0, Astronaut winning.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and mute our mics real quick, but not before we thank Kelly McCain. And Kelly McCain, thank you for partnering with Brevard Sports Network so we can stream Satellite Beach Scorpion football all season long. We're doing all their home games. And we also like to thank Zone 6 and Lovitch Jones, the Zone 6 Reapers 7v7, and Athletic Training. If you want to step your game up, contact Lovitch Jones and get with the Zone 6 Reapers to either play 7v7 or get that athletic training that you need to take your game to the next level. Welcome back here. Second quarter action getting set to start right here on the Brevard Sports Network as the Satellite Beach Scorpions begin this drive.
Attempt to continue this drive.
Yes.
3rd and long.
There's a snap. And once again, that War Eagle defense not allowing Satellite to get anything going.
Kyler Dyer taking it on the keeper on that one.
I believe number 55 was in on the tackle for the War Eagles.
Looks like we got a flag on the play somewhere there. Thought maybe the referee signaled a false start on the offense even though the play had proceeded.
Anyone watching on the stream, do not click any of those links. I do not have a way to get rid of them at the moment. But don't click those links. They want your credit card information. That was a penalty on the offense. Penalties obviously declined because of the loss of yards. And we will play 4th down, which the Scorpions are going for. There's number 87 on, trying to get to the outside and being brought down. Again, another great defensive play by this War Eagles defense. That's a turnover on downs, and the War Eagles will have a short field to go.
Looked like a whole host of War Eagle defenders just collapsing on Jaden Menino, who was running backwards. You know, and that's a killer in this age group, is that you want to run forwards and not backwards.
But, look, I get what the play – they were trying to go like a little end around. He was trying to draw the defense in and get around him. Unfortunately, that quickness of the Astronaut War Eagle defense not able to outrun that. They are going sideline to sideline, and, you know, they remind me of that Heritage Panther type defense. The Heritage Panthers call themselves Swarm Gang. And right now that's the kind of defense the War Eagles are playing. Everyone to the football. As soon as everyone knows where that ball's going, where one goes, he's got 5 or 6 more right behind him to come up and clean up the play. Minch back in the gun. Calls the snap. He's going to keep it himself, and he's got wide open room to run. Nobody's going to catch him. Tyler Minch into the end zone. 40-plus yards. Touchdown, Astronaut.
Well, it looks like this was the game plan. Give it to Minch and let him run free.
And you know what? Big credit goes to the offensive line, as you stated earlier, Jack. They are coming in, tearing holes, and all Minch is doing is stepping through and kicking in that extra jet.
Mm-hmm. This War Eagles O-line has a fairly good size for a 10U program.
Yes, they do.
Going for the 1-point conversion once again.
And gives it number 54, who is swarmed by a host of scorpions.
Hand off there to Caden Cairns, number 54. For the War
and
Eagles.
Extra point, no good. But the War Eagles, once again, converting short yardage given to them by their defense and putting points on that board.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think if that could have been a 99-yard run, even it was a short field, but it did not matter too much to these War Eagles. Made it work.
20-0, Astronaut on top, and right now, Satellite Beach so far has yet to pick up a win on the day. Now, again, there's still 11U, there's still 12U, and there's still 14U. So, the day's still young. Oh, Satellite 1-6U? Okay, I stand corrected. Satellite 1-6. So the Astronaut War Eagles won the 6U game, correct? Okay.
And that kick will once again not travel 10 yards with the War Eagles falling on it. Giving it to Satellite once again.
All right. The Satellite Scorpions will take over. All right, so folks, be wary. I'm just moving the camera. We're stuck at a window, so I have to move the camera tripod to try to get more of the end zone for everyone. So if you see the camera move a little more than usual, that's what it is. I'm trying to get it to you so I can give you guys as much midfield to the end zone as I can. So here we go. Satellite Beach. Can you see the clock for me?
We're about 9:04 left in the second quarter.
Thank you.
Looks like a Satellite coach is trying to fire his team up a little bit, get it going on offense.
And look, sometimes that's what you need to do. You need to fire them up. You need to, light that fire for them. And a timeout called by Satellite Beach is they couldn't get the play in, and coach is going to have a word with his guys, have them get some water. And again, we like to thank our sponsors, Zone 6, 7v7 and athletic training, and KW Elite Realty with Kelly McCain. Information down at the bottom of your screen. Give them a call at 239-297-9504. Again, that's 239-297-9504. It's Keller Williams Elite Realty with the McCann Group, Beachside. Again, folks, don't click the links in the description. They just want your money. You're watching the game for free on here. Why would you go and give someone else your credit card when you can just hop right here on the Facebook page and watch the game?
It's really all you need.
I know. This is the way to spend a Saturday. I don't care what anybody says. Youth football is the way to spend your Saturdays.
After a cross-country race.
Right.
Start off the day. Bright and early.
Bright and early. You all were with me at Vieira last night, and you got up early and you ran. We'll talk about that at halftime because, goodness gracious, I got tired just watching you guys run. So 1st and 10 on the War Eagle 49-yard line. There's a snap, and quarterback's going to keep it, and he's dragging a defender with him, finally being slung forward for a gain of about 3 or 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for Satellite Beach.
Looks like we're getting a little bit of confusion on the Scorpion side. They're sorting it out, though.
What in the world? And look at that, making moves.
There we go.
And what a way to will your way to a first down.
That's making something out of nothing right there. Using your agility, make it 3rd and short.
All right. Folks, if the stream does not clear up, what we might have to do is we might have to go to a straight regular Facebook Live because...
Sorry, do you mean the live recording? That's green.
Yes, okay. Yeah, that determines green means it's going good, yellow means it's lagging. And the quarterback's going to keep it himself and pick up maybe back to the line of scrimmage before that War Eagle defense and quarterback Tyler Minch gets in there and puts a stop to Satellite Beach's quarterback.
Caleb, what do you call here if you're the Scorpions head coach? Pick up these few inches to get that first down.
I mean, you got to try something. I don't know what exactly I would call here. I haven't watched the team enough.
I might just give a little QB sneak, but that's not what they're lined up to do.
And they're going to try to go around. There's number 87. 87 will get stopped in the backfield. And the Astronaut War Eagles again cause a turnover on downs. And here comes the offense of the Astronaut War Eagles.
Number 87, Jaden Menino on the carry there. Looks like he was hit pretty hard. Didn't see who from the War Eagles. That's a good defensive stop for that War Eagles defense. 6:22 left in the second quarter.
So the Astronaut War Eagles will begin 1st and 10 with their worst starting field position being at the 40-yard line.
They're actually in their own territory.
Yeah. There's the handoff to Johnson. Johnson coming to the near side and brought down from behind I believe a touchdown-saving tackle there made by number 38.
William Fisher.
William Fisher with a touchdown-saving tackle because, listen, Johnson turns the corner. He is hitting his head on the goalpost.
He's gone.
Instead, it's still a nice pickup of 5 yards. And he's going to fake call his own number. That's Tyler Minch. Minch up the middle. He's got a first down and then some. Tyler Minch.
Man, how many tackles did he break on that play?
I mean, he broke at least 4 or 5.
Can't take down Tyler Minch with just a little ankle tackle. Grab him by the shoelace. Nah, you got to get him up top, force him.
You got to wrap him up around the legs and take him to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll be taken down at about the 25, 24-yard line. Minch now going to hand it off to Johnson. Johnson tries to take the cutback lane, and the cutback lane was shut down there by that Scorpion defense. I believe a group of Scorpions it's called a pit, or it's called a den.
Man, I could not tell you.
I was told last year, and now it's eluding me.
I don't know my zoology that well.
Listen, I grew up watching Animal Planet, okay? And there's Johnson. Johnson on the cutback, cuts it right back up the middle. Now cutting across the field.
There he goes.
Wide open, and what a tackle. But not before he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Astronaut.
I mean, Johnson's really been picking up some of the slack on this drive because they're giving it to him a little more than Minch right there. Want to spread the ball out a little bit.
And Johnson originally went to cut it right up the middle, finds the cutback lane, and it's a foot race to the end zone. Finally caught, but not before he crosses that goal line. And it's 26-20. War Eagles on top.
We did have some clarification from a fact checker telling us that it is a pit of Scorpions.
All right. And fumbled snap. And
number 15 is going to take him down there. Cole Cockrell.
Cole Cockrell doing a great job there.
Yeah, he saw the ball come out of the QB's hands there, and he was all over it, not letting that play get resumed by the QB.
But the Astronaut War Eagles put another 6 points on the board here before half with 4:25 left to go here in the second quarter. So here we go. We're going to set this up right here. And the Satellite Scorpions.
Well, you know what I expect here, Caleb, is going to be another onside kick attempt, trying to get close to the 50-yard line there.
Yeah. So far, that's all Astronaut's been doing here.
Mm-hmm. I think maybe Tyler Minch is focusing more on his agility and strength than his kicking power. But that will come with time in the 10U age group.
Hey, look, I'll say this. If you have the ability to develop and become a kicker, you can get paid a lot of money, not get touched, and you get into a lot of great football games. Hey, look at Pat McAfee. I mean, decent, nice little kicker. And this time he kicks it the full, makes a man miss, and it will be taken. Returner will be taken down at about the 50-yard line.
I think that was 25 on the return. Abel Peoples
will get taken down at the 50-yard line, and that's where the Satellite Beach Scorpions will take over with about 4:19 left to go here in the first half.
Well, it was a good thing that Peoples was able to haul in that kickoff and so that the War Eagles did not have another short field to go on.
All right, here we go.
Kyler Dyer in the backfield with two running backs.
And they were a man short on the line, and Oh, that guy was the center. And Dyer hands it off to Senti, and Senti will get hit in the backfield.
I think that was Jaden Menino, 87 actually. It's tough to run your offense without your center.
Yeah, the guy who gets the ball to the quarterback, it's kind of important. But coming up now on 2:50 left to go here in the first half. And Satellite just trying to get something going to get some momentum rolling into halftime. And Dyer fighting his way forward. He's fighting for every yard, and I give him a heck of a lot of credit. Getting that back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for Satellite Beach.
Well, the War Eagles are just swarming him this moment he gets the ball. 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, he's already being
harassed
by 4 or 5 War Eagles defenders. He's evading them pretty well, but you can't escape at all 11 guys on the field by yourself.
Katie Potter sending a shout out to Zane Estrada. New York is rooting for you. Let's go Satellite Beach.
Menino taking it up the left side, and he's got room. He's going to go pretty far, taking it up to about the 25 or 24-yard line.
A beautiful job there by Menino to try to spark some life into the Satellite offense as he sprung that one around the edge.
And I didn't see who made the or who forced him out of bounds for the War Eagles, but I saw that he tried to go over the shoulder and strip the ball out. Good job on Menino to hold the ball steady, not let that out of his grasp. 1:47 left to go in the second quarter.
1:47, it'll be 1st and 10 deep inside War Eagle territory. This is the farthest Satellite Beach has gotten into War Eagle territory all game. Can they capitalize? Can they put points on the board and get some momentum, get some hype going into halftime?
They'd love to. They'd love to put some points on the board before halftime and change what this game is feeling like right now.
Dyer takes a snap, and he's going to hand off there to number 2.
That's Senti.
And Senti will get wrapped up, just maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage, possibly a loss of a yard. Loss of 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 12.
Clock's running. Going to 1:20 in the second quarter. They want to get a few more plays in.
As they're on the cusp of trying to get it into the Kelly McCain red zone.
Going to be a timeout there.
Timeout again, Coach. I believe the timeout was called by Astronaut there. Actually, no, it was called by Satellite. Wants to talk to his players, make sure everyone's on the same page. Get a sip of water here before they choose this next series of plays.
And Coach wants to make sure that the offense knows what's going to come up next. You want to be able to get on the ball and run a few more plays, even if the first one, goes down quickly. Don't want to see any confusion on the ball.
No, and this is a really important drive here for Satellite because Astronaut gets the ball to start the second half.
Yeah.
Astronaut stole a possession with an inadvertent onside kick. Fumble recovery. Dyer takes the snap, and he's going to hand it off to Menino, and Menino's just wrapped up by a whole host of War Eagles.
I think number 60 got to him first. That was... Don't see number 60 on here. You see it?
Number 60 for the War Eagles. Nope.
Maybe that was 40. No, that was 60. Let's see.
Nope. I do not see a 60. We do not have a number 60 on the roster. But anyway, it's going to bring up 3rd down and long with probably less than a minute.
53 seconds left in the half.
Dyer makes his calls for the snap, and Dyer's going to call it himself. And once again, just immediately swallowed up by a flock of War Eagles. That's going to bring up 4th down. We'll call it 4th down and about 16, 17 to go. Just to pick up a 1st down.
And the clock is running with about 25 seconds left to go in the half. It wouldn't surprise me if this is going to be the last play of the half, if they even can get it off.
Having some difficulty getting the call in the huddle.
10 seconds left. They want to hurry.
I want to say you want to see a little
Get
urgency.
Set. 5 seconds.
And welcome back here live. We decided that we needed to switch streams so we could try to give you all a clearer broadcast. The signal out here, it's set on Beachside. Sometimes it's good, and sometimes it doesn't allow us to run the app. So we're going straight Facebook Live, and we're going to go through that throughout the day. We're just going to stick with straight Facebook Live and make sure we give you guys the clearest stream we can possible. And make sure you guys can see its games in its entirety. No more part ones, part twos. Brevard Sports Network is back in town. Now joining me for the second half is Drew Newland.
Howdy, guys. Thanks for welcoming me back. We had a little bit of a toss-up. You know, some things can't always go our way with the in the 8U game.
No.
But we're back and here, excited about this game with the War Eagles up 26-0. 53 seconds before this game begins.
And as you said, 26-0, and right now it's the Tyler Minch and what's Johnson's first name for Astronaut? Trainer Johnson and Tyler Minch. Those two are pretty much running the show for the offense on Astronaut. Defensively, you can name several names we've called out throughout the entire defense of Astronaut, because that whole defense, they are just swarming Satellite. Now, Satellite did get something going towards the end of that second quarter, but inevitably not able to capitalize.
I agree with you. There is a lot of talent here on this War Eagles team. Of course, Johnson and Minch are doing out there in the field is impressive, and a lot of onside kicks I'm seeing, which is interesting.
Astronaut trying to take the aggressive approach, trying to say, well, it's hard for you to score points if you can't get the ball, so we'll go a bunch of onside kick after onside kick after onside kick. And again, it's kind of like the three-pointer in the NBA. If you do it and it's successful, you look like a genius. But if you live by the onside kick, you can also die by the onside kick.
Interesting analogy there. I mean, you got of course, Steph Curry would not play by those rules.
Actually, if you think about it, that describes the Golden State pretty well. They either dominate by a lot by the three, or they die by the three. And here comes Astronaut. That's number 5 on the carry, and Satellite Beach had someone step up defensively and say, not so fast.
That was number 13, Jax Selling.
So now we'll get a chance to see, can Astronaut put it away here? If Astronaut scores, then the clock runs like a track meet.
You know what I like to see, though, is even though Astronaut is really tallying up this score here, these Scorpions are still showing effort.
Yes,
They're
they are.
still wanting to win this game, and that's still going to create a good football game either way.
Minch drops back, steps up, fires. He's got a man, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Satellite Beach. Number 14 on the interception. Still going. And a nice return, and can that spark the offense? That's number 14, Koa McCann. Koa McCann. It's either Koa McCann or Koa, C-O-A. I believe that's Koa McCann with the interception. That time Minch kind of threw that one up, kind of trying to throw it to a spot, and McCann did a great job getting under it, fielding it like a center fielder, and a nice return on that interception.
Exactly, and you know what? Although it was picked off, I do love to see that the War Eagles tried to air it out there.
Yes.
You know, you don't see too many passing plays here in this, especially this 10U age range. So it's impressive that he even went for it. Of course, they know they have a little bit of a cushion there with up 26-0. Might as well throw in and try to add some new plays into your playbook. However, that was great vision by number 14, Ko McCann.
Now, can the offense capitalize? Can the offense get something going and sustain the drive, get points on the board, and slowly work themselves into this game? Dyer calling for the snap. Checks with coach. Audible. And gives it off to Senti. Gives off to Senti, and Senti will get tackled for a loss. Again, that defensive line for Astronaut getting all the penetration they want and then some.
Looks like we have Senti coming out.
And Dyer's going to fake it. He's going to take it himself, and Dyer will pick up 3 or 4 yards, getting it back to the original line of scrimmage. They're going to give him 1 yard pass. That's going to be 3rd and 9 for Satellite Beach.
It's looking like they're about the 45-yard line with 7:38 to go on the clock in this third quarter. The score still 26-0 with the War Eagles in the lead.
Now, can the War Eagles defense come up with a big stop, or does Satellite have something in their hat?
That we shall see. I do see the gears turning on this Satellite's offense a little more than it was in the first half, though, which is an awesome thing to see.
And he gives it off there to number 87. 87 tackled in the backfield, but there's a flag that comes in late. This will be interesting. This is the 10U game right now.
That was a handoff to number 87, Jaden
Menino. Jaden Menino. But now, wait a minute. I didn't see if that was a horse collar tackle or a face mask. So, wait a minute. Incidental face mask. So, that's 5 yards. So, it's the 5-yard variety. So, it doesn't do much right now. It still keeps it 3rd down. It's now 3rd and 10. Dyer surveying the field. Calls for the snap on the jet sweep motion. Makes one man miss, cuts up field, and he had some daylight. Closed down really quickly there by Tyler Minch for the Astronaut War Eagles. Comes in and makes the tackle.
I believe that was Abel Peoples who had that carry there. Good read there by Peoples. However, he was stopped. He did see that open lane right down the middle, which the Astronauts opened up for him. He took advantage of what he could and picked up some yards.
All right, so here we go. 4th down here for Satellite Beach. Dyer, 2 backs in the backfield with him. Calls for the snap. Fakes to the second back through. Makes a man miss and tackled in a combination between number 4 for Astronaut and his own blocker.
Looks like number 19, Jackson Easterlin from the Scorpions. A little bit of miscommunication there.
But in any way you put it, it's a turnover on downs. And Astronaut will get the ball to start. in their own territory. 5:33 left to go. Timeout called. I believe an official's water break.
I don't know about you, Caleb, but from this War Eagles offense, I believe we are definitely going to see more from Trainer Johnson as well as Tyler Minch this in this next drive. I think that is going to be the War Eagles game plan here, as it has been in the first half. They're going to bring it in, and we'll see what they do with that. Let's see if the Scorpions defense has maybe picked up, maybe learned a little more about how this War Eagles offense is running, and see if they can shut them down.
Well, I don't know if they're learning too much about what the War Eagles are running. The War Eagles are running a pretty simple offense. It's just getting players there to make plays. And again, not easy guys to bring down in Tyler Minch and Trainer Johnson. Minch calls for the snap. Minch going to call his own number to the outside. Great blocking there by the offensive lineman. Defensive lineman or linebacker slips in and stops that one before it can get going too much. It's a gain of 5 yards on the play. It's going to bring up second down and about 5 for the War Eagles. Minch went to go take that guard tackle combo. Really, that whole left side of the line really got a good push off the ball, but a backer was able to slide right in and stop Minch for a gain of 5 yards before that one almost got busted.
I agree with you, and Minch is not a player that's going to go down easy. It took almost 2 people to get him down there.
And now they give it to Johnson, and once again, that left side of the line creates an open hole. Johnson sliding out of a tackle, picking up, I believe he has an Astronaut first down. Trainer Johnson, he went to take that same way. That again, that left side of the line is really getting that push off the ball. They're pressing that, found the cutback lane, and cuts back into the middle of the field, to which Johnson picks up an Astronaut War Eagle first down.
Yeah, you know what I'm noticing out there is it's not just Johnson there who should be getting all the credit. The line there is definitely creating the space and allowing him to make those plays, which is very impressive. With about 4 minutes left on the clock here in the third.
And Minch fakes the handoff, runs behind that line. He picks himself up a nice 6 or 7 yard carry. Finally brought down there by number 15 for Satellite Beach. Number 15, Cole Cockrell, coming up and stopping that one from getting busted wide open. And that time the Scorpions defense gets into the backfield, and that's going to be 15 yards. Hit after the whistle. The whistle was blown 3 or 4 times, and that's going to be 15 yards. That's going to be enough for a War Eagle first down.
Wow, I mean, in 10U football, these are some of the lessons you got to learn. Eventually, you got to realize that these penalties are not worth taking. Losing 15 yards is huge. That's going to automatically give them a first down, as well as a little more. You cannot let that up.
Well, and again, you know, the referees blew the whistle, stopped the forward progress. The kid was kind of, to me, it looked like he was in the middle of trying to bring down Minch. Minch is still fighting off tackles, wiggling, so that's a tough call, but as a referee, you err on the side of safety, you err on the side of player safety. You're gonna get that call every time. But I get it from a 10-year-old's perspective. You're told by coach you play through the whistle, and he played through multiple whistles there. But Minch now rolling left, right, makes one man miss, falling forward, picks up a couple of yards on the play.
I mean, going back to kind of what we were just talking about in that last play with the penalty there, of course, the referee is going to protect the quarterbacks.
Of course. Well, all referees err on player safety. I mean,
for sure.
That's if I can say anything about Pop Warner, they err on the side of player safety and trying to make sure everybody, everyone understands what I was trying to say, and I'm just going to move on to the next play. Midge, hands off to, what a play! That is number 10, getting in the backfield. That's Jacob Kinsey. Jacob Kinsey gets back there and says, I don't think so, Mr. Johnson. I'm tired of you running all over my defense.
What a read. Good eyes.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 11. This is the first long 3rd down we've seen from Astronaut. 1:23 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Score 26-0. Astronaut on top. And Satellite Beach just gave back 5 yards. So now it's going to be 3rd and 5 again. Now 3rd and much more manageable. Everything in the playbook is open. But now, if I'm Astronaut here, I'm taking Minch right off that left side. You tell that left side of the line, you've been doing great all game. Let's get us 5 yards and reset.
I agree with you. I think the first down here is obviously what you're searching for. Minch is going to be able to do that right on that left side because that line is just doing a fantastic job there.
And Minch going around the outside, makes a man miss, cuts to the outside, going down the sideline, brought down, but not before picking up an Astronaut War Eagle. 1st down.
Wow, Minch really said, left job, you've been doing a great job. Let's give the right side a try. And he sent it in there right along the right side. Picked up an awesome 1st down there for the War Eagles.
100%. That right side of the offensive line now saying, hey, we got some strength over here too. Watch this. Woof. And as a quarterback, you love that. You love that offensive line truly getting that push off the ball.
I'm not quite sure if they're going to be able to get a playoff here. 5 seconds on the clock, counting down in this 3rd quarter.
And they got the snap off in time. It's a pass. It's caught. No, incomplete. I thought he caught it for a second.
Looks like that's going to be all for our 3rd quarter here.
That will be it. And again, we'd like to thank Zone 6, the Zone 6 Reapers, 7v7, and athletic training. If you want to take your game to the next level, get with Zone 6 athletic training. Or you want a 7v7 team to play with, go on and get with the Zone 6 Reapers 7-on-7 group. We also like to thank the McCann group, Beachside. No points scored here in the 3rd quarter. So the great job there. Sorry, folks, readjusting the camera. No points scored there by either squad. Great job, great adjustment making there by Satellite Beach to get in the backfield and get some big plays that stalled Astronaut drives.
To start this 4th quarter off, the War Eagles are in a very good field position to score a touchdown here to bring the lead up even more. They are already up 26-0 going into this 4th quarter with 10 minutes remaining on this game.
Kind of beautiful day for youth football here. Satellite Beach.
I agree. This day is not what I expected. I honestly expected a rainy day here, but skies are very, very blue.
So here we go. It's going to be second and 9 for Astronaut. Minch in the backfield. Calls for the snap. Minch gives off to Johnson. Trainer Johnson finds a cutback lane and picks up a huge gain. And that should set us up inside the Zone 6 red zone. About the 6 or 7 yard line. And the War Eagles said, oh, you've seen Minch run it. Guess what? Don't forget about Johnson. Trainer Johnson making things happen. Minch calls for the snap. Minch is going to take it up the middle. Huge hole created into the end zone. Touchdown! Astronaut War Eagles, and the clock shall run. Only stopping for there needs to be wood to knock on here.
Maybe the wall.
Or we can knock on my head. I've heard there's a block of wood in my head.
Yeah.
The only thing that stops the clock. Actually, hold on. Did the rule change in Pop Warner? If a player goes down, does the clock stop for referee discretion? Okay.
Set up for the 2-point. And
the point after is good. And it's 32-0. Check that, 33-0. And with 8 minutes left, we have a true 8 minutes left. Only coaches' timeouts, and hopefully we don't see any but player injuries. Stop the clock. Oh, really? Okay. Usually most referees in Pop Warner, it's on referee's discretion. However, most referees, if the offense calls a timeout and they happen to have the lead, they'll usually kind of run the clock. If the defense calls a timeout, that's how I've seen most referees do it. But as I'm told, the mid-coast official up here, clock operator, he's just telling me it's referee's discretion when to stop the clock in a running clock situation, injury or timeout otherwise. Which, thank you. I think that was changed this year, wasn't it? Okay. We cover 4 different leagues, so trying to remember each league's individual rules when it comes to things, it can be a little confusing. So I'm so glad I got my guy up here from the Mid-Coast Officials Association. They do a great job refereeing in a lot of different sports here in Brevard County. And there's a squib kick. Fell on. And that will be where the Scorpions will take over.
Looked like the War Eagles kick. It made it 10 yards this time. They were able to not to have satellite receive.
There are rules in Pop Warner. If you are leading in a running clock, you can only run up the middle. You cannot run to the outside or anything. You cannot go for onside kicks.
Interesting.
Yes.
So what would that have done if they would have attempted an onside kick there?
It would have been a penalty on the kicking team, and again, the receiving team would have had the opportunity to either take it from that spot wherever it landed or move them back and make them re-kick.
Interesting.
Like I said, different leagues have different rules for things like that when it comes to running clock situations, running clock scores. Pop Warner really does try to err on the side of caution. They also try not to see a score run up if unnecessarily. So here come the Scorpions, and it's Kyler Dyer. Dyer calls for the snap. He's going to give it off to number 87 there. Number 87 Makes a move, and he's got some room. Cuts it upfield. And I'm sorry about that. The wall blocked. The wall plus the tent didn't make for being able to see the end of the play, and I apologize for that.
Wow, well, thankfully I got to see. I can kind of describe it for you there a little bit. Number 87 taking it down the left sideline, breaking a tackle and breaking some ankles around there.
Jaden Menino there on the carry picks up a huge gain, one of the biggest gains for Satellite Beach in the game.
It was interesting. I mean, watching that play, he really had some impressive footwork there. He was able to get a very good change in direction and able to break that defender, which allowed him to pick up an extra almost 5 yards.
And Satellite Beach trying to get something going here. And they're going to check the equipment issue. Referee stepping in. Stops the clock. Or no, he doesn't stop the clock. He keeps the clock running, but he's going in and helping fix the young man's helmet.
We have about 3 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock right now here in the fourth quarter. The score, 33 War Eagles, 0 Scorpions.
And again, you'll see the Scorpions 3 more times this season. I believe they have 4 home games. So you will see them 3 more times this season right here on the Brevard Sports Network. And Dyer rolling, fires, and it's going to be caught. Intercepted. Wait a minute. Intercepted, and he is down right there. He cannot return it.
Intercepted by number 87, Adam Vakinen.
Where is it? Vakinen. Adam Vakinen with the interception.
Interesting to see the Scorpions attempt to air it out there. Looked like quarterback was under a lot of pressure. Led to the pick.
And officials will stop the clock one time for a water break. For letting the players, again, Pop Warner is big, like I said, continues to be big on safety. So they have one water break per quarter usually. Again, referee's discretion. Here they want to make sure everyone is getting the hydration they need. And, they'll even take the time to make sure they can get a drink. Like to welcome Christian Campbell onto the broadcast, head coach of the 14U Astronaut War Eagles. What's up, buddy?
You know what? Going back to kind of the safety stuff on Pop Warner, I think that's a fantastic thing. You got to keep the kids loving the game, and if they're getting hurt and they're not enjoying it, they're not going to want to continue. This is to build the love for the game, build the fundamentals for the game, and safety is a huge part of that.
Absolutely. Look, football's a naturally physical game, but you can implement some safety regulations. And cuts back into the inside, and was that Trainer Johnson?
Number 54.
Oh, no, new running back in.
I believe, which is Caden Kames.
Caden Kames? Mm-hmm. Caden Kames takes the
oh, wait,
hand.
I believe, unless that's an R and an N. I believe it's Kames.
Nope, that looks like Kames to me. And there was a flag on the play, face mask on the defense.
Looking like there's only going to be a few plays left in this game with 1 minute 40 seconds on the clock in this fourth quarter.
And Kames again. Kames busting into the outside, cutting back inside. It's going to bring up second down after a nice run by Caden Kames. And nice to see the big guy getting some carries back there.
I agree with you. And I think he's doing a fantastic job. He's really penetrating that defense, getting in,
Well,
he's getting hit, but he's getting those yards.
Yeah. He's a bigger running back. They're trying to cycle in. Every player has to play a certain amount of plays, so they're kind of also cycling in some guys. And Kames again on the carry. Kames will pick up an Astronaut War Eagle first down.
Maybe about one play left. There's 50 seconds on the clock here in this fourth quarter. Score is still 33-0 with the War Eagles leading.
And we'd like to thank our sponsors, Kelly McCann and the Zone 6 Reapers, 7v7 in athletic training. Coming up next is going to be 11U. We got 11U football on tap right here on the Brevard Sports Network. And offsides on the defense. That'll move it up 5 yards.
I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get a playoff here. There is 15 seconds on this clock here in the fourth quarter.
And that might have been the reason, one of the things that the referee called that. And the Astronaut coach calling over his players saying, that's it, boys. We're done. We've wrapped this one up. So congratulations to the Astronaut War Eagles, who are undefeated on the day. And now we'll see if 11U can get something started for the Satellite Beach Scorpions. We'll see you back in about 10-15 minutes right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Again, your final score, the Astronaut War Eagles 10U 33, Scorpions 0. See you for 11U in about 10 to 15 minutes right here on the Brevard Sports Network, powered by Natwick Insurance.